I'm going to be comparing the Incredible Journey franchise to the Madagascar franchise. The reason for that is because in the previous part of this series, I compared the Bill and Ted movies to the Incredible Journey movies. Incredible Journey 1. I compared Madagascar to Beverly Hills Chihuahua, Madagascar 1. So now I'm going to compare Incredible Journey and Madagascar. When you look at highest score for each franchise, the 1963 movie, The Incredible Journey, has an 89%. The third Madagascar movie, Europe's Most Wanted, has a 78%. When you look at lowest score, Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco, is a 56%. When you look at Madagascar, the original movie has only a 55%. So by only 1%, Incredible Journey wins this round. Then when you look at gap between lowest and highest score, you got a gap of 23 in the case of Madagascar, and a gap of 33 in the case of Incredible Journey. So Madagascar wins this round. But when you look at average score, however, Incredible Journey has an average of 77. Madagascar only has an average of 67. So Incredible Journey is going to be winning no matter what because it's won 3 of the rounds already. But let's look at my personal opinion. Now, Incredible Journey franchise is based on a book, which I have not read, but I've seen all 3 of these movies. I've also seen all 4 of the Madagascar films. I think that Madagascar 2 Escape to Africa is the best one because it actually has good emotional moments in it. It actually has growth for characters. I like that you have Alex meeting his family and his dad learning to actually appreciate Alex, accept Alex for who he is. And then I like that when it comes to her zebra Marty, at first he thinks that, well, I'm just another zebra, I don't stand out at all from the rest. But then by the end, Alex is saying, no, Marty, you are unique. You stand out from other zebras. I like Melman and Gloria realizing they actually like each other. Also, there's solid moments of humor, especially like with that little animal Morty who's chased by a shark. I think that's pretty funny. And all the stuff with the penguins, as usual, is pretty funny. I like the first Madagascar movie. I think it's fun, entertaining. I like the characters. I like they have these zoo animals that are pretty pampered going out to this island, especially because the lion Alex is so used to having his steak. At first, he's struggling on the island, but then by the end of the movie, he learns to overcome that desire to have steak, actually learns to appreciate other food. But overall, that first film isn't particularly deep. It doesn't really have that much emotion to it. It's definitely not as good as other animated films, not as good as other DreamWorks films. I enjoy Madagascar Free, Europe's Most Wanted. I think our villain here is very entertaining. I like some of the songs that are played in this movie. I like that scene of the circus performing with a song Firework from Katy Perry playing. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, you do have the cliche liar revealed moment in Madagascar Free where our zoo animals at first join a circus and don't tell them that they were in a zoo, and then of course the truth comes out and our villain reveals that. So at first the circus animals are not happy at all with Alex, Marty, Gloria, and Melman, but then they come back for the circus animals, and thus everyone's happy when you get to the end of the movie. So I think that the visuals of this movie are quite good. There's action that's entertaining. Yeah, this movie is definitely overall not as deep as Madagascar to Escape to Africa. I do like the journey that you have for the tiger that's part of the circus, him learning to actually go back to what he was doing before, going back to actually pushing the boundaries. Overall, I like Alex helping the circus to rediscover their passion and enthusiasm again, which leads to them being much better. The first performance is pretty bad because we see that the circus isn't passionate anymore, but Alex and the others actually help the circus to remember that. Again, this is something I definitely enjoy. But Madagascar Free is certainly not the best animated film out there. When it comes to Penguins of Madagascar, I think that there's fun moments in this movie. The penguins, I think are entertaining characters. But when you shift from this series about animals from the zoo to suddenly it being all about the penguins, that is a very big change. 'Cause, yeah, the penguins are in the main Madagascar film, sure, but you have other animals as well. You have our main zoo animals. So when you suddenly have a movie be all about the penguins, where they end up working with this spy organization, it's like, ooh, this is a big change. I don't think it's necessarily a good one. And the idea that you have these outsiders that the spy organization doesn't trust feels to me like, yeah, we've seen that before. That's a cliche. Overall, I definitely don't enjoy Penguins of Madagascar as much. Of course, you have Penguins of Madagascar TV show, yes, but TV shows are different from movies, however. So I think overall, Madagascar franchise is certainly not the strongest DreamWorks franchise, but I enjoy most of the movies. And when I think about the Incredible Journey movies, I think that the 1963 movie Incredible Journey, as well as Homeward Bound, are really good. They're fun, lighthearted, entertaining family movies about these pets that end up out in the wilderness trying to find their way home. I think it's interesting that when you think about the 1963 film, you have a narrator basically telling you what the animals are thinking, whereas with Homeward Bound, you directly hear the animals' thoughts. Their lips don't move, so they're not necessarily talking, but you actually hear what they're thinking. So the movie basically gives a human voice to their actions, so you can connect with the pets a lot more because their personalities are just more clear. I think Homeward Bound Lost in San Francisco isn't bad, really. I mean, I like that in this case, when our pets get lost, they're actually in a big city and they interact with these other animals. That's actually different compared to what we see in the 1963 movie as well as the 90s movie Homeward Bound. So I like that change of pace, but you also get a feeling that, oh, we're kind of doing the same thing again, where the pets get lost, they're trying to find their way home while the humans are trying to re they're trying to figure out where their pets are. So there's a certain feeling of repetition that you get. Overall, I would say that I prefer the Madagascar franchise because I've seen the TV show Penguins of Madagascar before. These are characters that I like spending time with. I enjoy a lot of the movies. There's not as much repetition with the Madagascar franchise, I would say, but Incredible Journey is still going to win this debate. That'll wrap things up for this one.